So today we're going to be using the brand new EZA for the Evil Buu and Majin Buu here. So let's quickly jump into this form's details really quickly. Specifically the leader skill, Majin power, leader for 4 key and 170%. Artificial life forms for 3 key and 170% as well. The passive skill is 150% attack and defense with 3 key at the start of the turn. An additional 50% attack when performing a super. He's got 40% damage reduction, and if there is a Majin power category ally attacking the same turn, an additional damage reduction of 30%. He's able to launch... he gets 50% attack and defense when there are no Majin power category enemies, which is fairly easy right now. And even without this effect, I mean, the 70% damage reduction is still looking very, very good for this guy. And then he's able to exchange into the pure evil form when conditions are met. The 12 key greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Here are the link sets for the first form and then the categories that they do fit in. The transformation conditions for the Evil Buu is starting from the 3rd turn onwards, so very easy stuff. And then you have the option after when you get into the Evil Buu to transform into Super Buu, where your HP is 70% or more and starting from the 4th turn after the exchange. This is an optional thing. Super Buu is known to be the strong unit, but less defensive than the Evil Buu. So if you want more defense, you just stick with the Evil Buu. If you want more damage, you want Super Buu out as soon as possible. Here is the free-to-play team that we are using. We're using artificial life forms as the main category. No real Majin power that are not artificial life forms. So not using Android 21 here. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather get the 130% leader skill from the Cell Prime Battle. And we still have Majin power units being Mr. Buu and Super Buu, so we'll be able to get the 70% damage reduction. The friend here is 100% at 21 additional and 14 critical. It's always nice to have some dodges. You don't need the criticals really. But let's jump into this event here. We're doing Red Zone Brawly. I wanted to just verse a Pure Saiyan just so that Hachiyak can perform well with his damage reduction. And the first part is going to be kind of difficult with the fact that we have to deal with the int. But this Brawly doesn't really hurt too much. So that is a bonus there. And we do have the right rotations as well. I wanted the Evil Buu and the Super Buu together, the free-to-play one, so they link consistently, and Mr. Buu can be here for the nice little first slot, 80% damage reduction character. So, as long as we don't kill Brawly too fast, this is going to be a nice showcase. I'm just going to take a little bit of damage here, but I think we'll be just fine. We'll be lowering attack. This Brawly doesn't hit too hard. I hope we don't crit too much, because the crit does actually hurt the Brawly quite a bit. He doesn't have too much health. He just has a decent amount of defense. Go through the details of the other Buu forms as we transform. I think that's going to be a nice way to break up the video. But yes, we are just going to deal some damage here. 2 bars. We'll chuck the Super Buu first. I know we got damage reduction, but this is a nice time to build up with Super Buu while you have the type advantage to build up. And then we'll get put them in the 2nd slot. 224,000 defense at the start of the turn. Unfortunately, they don't get defense on Super, but you do get the raised defense mechanic on the Super, which is somewhat decent. 70% damage reduction is definitely saving this guy in terms of like surviving hits. But of course, if it's like a hard-hitting int unit, then you might be in a little bit of trouble. But luckily, they do not need to be in the 1st slot at all. You got the new Dokkan Majin Buu to be the 1st slot, which is great. So the main thing is that they are really good linking partners for the new Majin Buu, which, you know, the more team building options you have for that team, the better. And we dodge, thankfully. So let's just keep on lowering the attack. And then we will get to transform next turn. Luckily, there's no HP restrictions, so if we do lose a lot of health somehow here, we'll be fine with the transformation. I wish there was some healing capability in this boot. This is like one of the few boots that don't get like healing through the passive or something. Only through the Link's infinite regen. But yeah, thankfully, this is how I planned it to be. Taking our time on this first phase, lowering the attack. And then Hatchak still has his damage reduction. So now we're into Evil Buu here. It's been a while since I've used this character. Hopefully, it is just as busted as it seems. And let's jump into the Evil Buu details. So now he has 3 key attack plus 200% and defense 150%. Attack plus 70% when performing a super. You can see they are jumping up in the attack. The defense stays the same. Still got the damage reduction of 70%. Additional attack defense 50% when you're not versing a Majin power. However, he now has the high chance of dodging and great chance of stunning, which is awesome. The super attack has changed where it greatly raises attack and raises defense for 3 turns. So a little bit better of a stacking defense situation. So now in order to get into Super Buu, we just have to wait 4 turns and make sure our HP is over 70%. Our defense stat is 224 without any stacking. So let's just keep on building up with our boys. Yep, we'll grab that. Here are the links that are shared with the Super Buu, link level 10, of course, which is great. And let's see what the attack stat is looking like. Yes, just keep on building up. This shouldn't hurt too much. 41,000, I can deal with that. Alright, we get the stun here. 8.4 million attack stat, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. Already 8.4. Actually, they should have had like additionals built in. Dang. Imagine we got additionals with this guy in the passive skill. That would have been really, really nice. So that's why you put in the additionals there. Super Buu has a good chance of like critical hitting with the rainbow orbs, which is also why Mr. Buu is like really good here because he has the orb changing, which is crazy. So we'll put him first. And then the additionals will help out the Evil Buu, you know, stacking for the turns that you want him to stack and hopefully be defensive. And then I'd put the rest in dodge. Maybe this friend here hasn't changed the hidden potential from the previous, like, non-EZA. So we can still lower attack, which is great here. And we are going to take the super attack, which is fine. 45. That actually hurt a lot more than I thought. Wow. I actually don't know who to link up with Mr. Buu right now. But because Metal Cooler is int, keep him here. I know the fact that Broly is physical. So we'll be using items at the end for sure. Just to make sure that we get all of the chances to super with Super Buu. So we only have one more turn to last, and then we are good to go for Super Buu. I'm going to transform with them as soon as I can. Hopefully 17 doesn't take too much damage here. Good, he dodges as he should. All right, perfect rotation. So we're going to try out the defense mechanic now. We'll put him in the first slot. We got the 70% damage reduction, which is great. I wouldn't want to grab too many orbs with him because I need to save for Super Buu, but this will have to do. And yes, so just double check. 295 on Super Buu, which is not bad. Especially with lowering attack mechanic as well in there. 9 million now, which is great. Hopefully we get the crit. No crit, sadly. Then Buu here. Lower the attack even further. We are going to take a super. 467. Damn. Damn, that is a lot. That is a lot. It's going to be a struggle now to heal up. But we have ways to heal up. That is the best thing. So 4 rainbow orbs here. I'm probably just... I need to save the items, truth be told. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully, Cell will do an 18 key to heal us up. I'll keep all the physicals to make sure I get some heal. And fingers crossed there's no super attack this turn. Or if there is, at the end would be nice. Kind of unfortunate that Super Buu had to take that super there because we were looking pretty healthy. But we could heal this back up, right? Super Buu, the physical one, is going to grab orbs to heal up. Maybe we get above the 70%. And then we got 15% heal back from Cell here. Great, he didn't take the super. So I think we should live here. We got big bad bosses with Metal Cooler, which is, like, awesome. And then just a double super from Metal Cooler. Come on. We need to be 70% HP, so no super attack here, and we are on the dot. Of course. 129. I think that's doable, though. Look, if I grab all of these orbs, 8 orbs. Perfect. Let's go. We did it. All right. So let's transform. We got actually some good rainbow orbs as well. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Like, if you are trying to get the Super Buu. I mean, the team heals so much, so I guess it's not a problem. But some circumstances, you might not be able to transform when you want to. Here are Super Buu's details. 4 key attack plus 250%. Defense 200% with an additional 100% attack when performing a super. He has 50% damage reduction, and if there's a Majin power category ally, damage reduction of 20%. And he gets 50% attack and chance of performing a critical hit plus 25% per rainbow key sphere obtained. The super attack massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 3 turns, and he's able to seal the super attack of the enemy. Fortunately, we aren't able to do that. So let's have a look at him. We're going to grab the 4 rainbow orbs here. And I am going to Whis it up just in case. If we kill here, great. Right? And then we'll just Whis up the next turn and protect against Brawly. But if we take the super attack against 17, I need some defense. But 315,000 with 70% damage reduction. It's not the highest thing ever, for sure. But we'll see how it goes when he keeps on stacking here for the 3 turns. 18 million damage, man. That is crazy. I knew he hit hard, but I was not expecting it on a free-to-play team to hit that hard. And look at that. I wish he had additionals built in, because the amount of damage he can do would be insane. He's kind of like the LR Super Buu, but, you know, late game instead of early game, because Super Buu's just like, does like similar amounts of damage, just, you know, on on like turn 1 and 2s and stuff. Actually, we can transform into the giant form. I'll finish this. Go, go, go. Quick. And hopefully get some chip damage here. I want to make sure we actually kill this Brawly. But I also need to keep some rainbow orbs for Buu to keep his damage reduction. It's going to be important for that. Yes, so the super attack there. Great, great call for the giant form. I knew something fishy was up. I mean, Buu would have tanked it for double-digit damage because we still had the Whis, remember. But yeah, every bit of damage here right now is going to be very important because I want to kill this turn. I want Super Buu. I think Super Buu will also get the Dokkan mode as well. The problem is we are starting a new phase, so the Rainbow Orb situation is not going to be perfect. But Super Buu does, like the free-to-play one, has orb changing into rainbows. I forget what colors. It was random. But that is going to be clutch. We might be able to do it. I don't know. Brawly's pretty fragile, but at the same time, if Buu doesn't get the additional, it's like probably not going to work out. So let's go and do that. Because we lowered attack, this is going to be a guaranteed critical. All right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can kill Brawly next phase. Actually, maybe keeping Hachiak would have been the better play, just because he can have the damage reduction. Just got to make sure. All right. Anyway, what's done has been done. It's too late now. Let's go into this. Oh, yeah, we're definitely dying here. All right, there's some decent rainbow orbs. There's 3. 3 is decent. Let's go and Whis up. We want to make sure we actually survive the supers. Because, you know what? 399. I think we could survive. You know what? We have to try it out. Brawly has a 1.4 million super. And so we have to do... We have 400,000 defense. Surely we got this, right? Surely. He usually super attacks first slot as well. We got 70% damage reduction. We just gotta hope. If he doesn't tank this, then I have no hope for them anyway. And I will never use him. So there's the damage reduction. Okay, he didn't super. Okay, well, that was the plan. Looks like that's not going to be the case. 17.5. It's a big difference when you don't grab that one extra rainbow orb, sadly. We need him to go and critical and then additional. The friend has a lot of additionals. We need that additional super attack because I don't think the Dokkan mode... I've seen AGL Brawly Dokkan mode on this and he still couldn't kill, so I don't think Super Buu's got it as well. But I might be surprised here. 21 million. And he didn't even crit. Technically, he didn't need to, but okay. So, strong. But he's probably something he's probably a unit I don't use all too much. I mean, free to play. Like, I'd rather have, like... I guess it's the team, really, his fault. I mean, it's the team's fault. It's not really his fault. He's very good, though. Very, very good. I do think, though... Tech Ultimate Gohan looks a lot better. So, that's going to be my pick. Super Buu's decent. Very, very interesting. Maybe I have to use him a little bit more. But, it's going to be hard for me, of course, being free-to-play only. If you guys did enjoy today's video, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with notification bell on so you don't miss out on the daily content. If you'd like to become a member, first link in the description or click on the join button. Also, check out my social medias link in the description. I want to thank my members on screen for supporting the channel monthly. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace.